Good morning, Southwest Florida, and welcome to Saving the Investor. I'm Alfie Townsend, and if you're one of the millions that are concerned about higher taxes, inflation, and the national debt, you're in the right place.
Coming up on today's show, sexy assets, retirement homework that will pay off. Is gold really a good investment? And much more.
Welcome to Saving the Investor with certified financial planner, investment advisor, and insurance professional Alfie Townsend, president of Advantage Retirement Group. Alfie is a published author, radio show host, speaker, and industry leader.
Why do you use an annuity? A lot of people use it for the wrong thing.
He works with retirees and pre-retirees to build and protect their nest egg and offers his experience to help those concerned about financial independence in retirement. If you've got questions about retirement, Saving the Investor starts now.
Well, good morning and welcome to Saving the Investor. We are glad you are with us on this Sunday morning. My name is Craig Wolf and I am alongside certified financial planner professional Alfie Townsend. Alfie, we have traditional investments that I know you guide a lot of your clients into, stocks and bonds, et cetera. And then we have alternative investments, one of which we've talked about in previous shows with the royalties. And we'll touch on that again. I find that fascinating. But then you have other assets, other investments, like crypto, precious metals, for example. What are your thoughts on those?
I call those sexy assets. Everybody wants
sexy
them.
What?
Assets.
Okay.
Don't make me say it twice.
All right, good.
Yeah, so, and I say that because they're sexy at the time, and look at Bitcoin. It has been a roller coaster. It was almost at 70,000 and then it went down to under 30,000. I will not put our clients in something like that. I personally will not do it. Clients will ask me about it and I'll tell them, listen, if you want something like that, that's up to you. If you want to put a few dollars in there that you don't care if if it vanishes, do it. But to have your retirement on things like that, and the bad thing about assets like gold, okay, everybody, you start to hear more and more commercials, especially when the markets are going down. They prey on that. They love that. These people that sell gold love when the market goes down. Something happens because they'll tout that, hey, this is where you want your money. Gold's never lost all its value. No, but if you think about gold, it was supposed to be great for inflation. We've been in very high inflation. It even started in 2021. And if you look at gold, it was at 1,800 around, and it ended about 1,800. That was very high inflation in 2021. And then 2022, same thing. It went up a little bit. Now it's back. Gold will not fight inflation. So, gold, I always say, is good for jewelry. So what I say to get to and through retirement, don't look for those sexy assets that we talk about. Those are things that, everybody wants because they hear about it. But when it comes to retirement, you have to have solid investments, solid asset classes, your large caps, your growth portfolios, your value. You have to have things that will really get you to and through retirement. And you want to, look at the history of it.
Well, it's keeping old actors like William Devane in business, because every time I turn on cable news, which I do way too much, you see somebody hawking gold. To get back to it for 1 second, and we've talked about this over time, how does gold compare to the S&P over the last 100 years?
Oh my goodness. I was asked to speak at this event over in Chicago a couple years back. It was, I think, in 2019, and there was a professor, Jeremy Siegel, that's a very well-known professor, and he was speaking at the same event, and he put this chart up, and I took pictures of it, but he took the chart and he said, going back to the late 1800s with stocks and also with gold, with the dollar bill, and what he did is he took it in consideration inflation, how much like $100 would be. going to, I think 2010, I think it was, and it was in the millions of dollars, a million something, $1.7 million for stocks. But gold went literally backwards. It could not keep up with inflation. It was almost worth what it was back then for buying power. It just doesn't do it. Gold is not, people get upset when I talk about gold, how I talk about it, but it's just not an asset class that it's taxed different, and it's just not something that will, that's a big part of your retirement. If you have some coins and everything, that's okay, but don't get crazy with it.
All right, good info to start the show this morning. And we are just getting started. Stick around, much more to come.
You are watching Saving the Investor, where your money matters.
As we all know, the economic landscape is in flux. Have you been questioning how the current market conditions could impact your long-term financial plans? Are you concerned about the potential negative effects of taking income from your portfolio during a down market? Well, a lot of people over the age of 50 are uncertain if they're still on course to meet their financial goals. And if you're one of those people, then now is a good time to determine if your retirement plan needs to be adjusted to better meet your retirement goals. This is where Alfie's Retirement Simulator Review can help. It takes a deep dive into your portfolio to find out what's really going on, putting your financial plan through a strenuous test to identify any weaknesses that need to be addressed. What we show you may well surprise you, and what you find out may save you big time. And if you're one of the first 9 callers today, you can receive Alfie's Retirement Simulator Review at no charge with no obligation. Simply call Alfie now at 239-747-1080. That's 239-747-1080. What you learn could end up adding more to your retirement than you ever imagined. Call Alfie now, 239-747-1080.
You're probably sitting down watching this show and saying, one day I'm going to give them a call. And you know what? The thing about it is this. You will give us a call one day, most likely. But the thing is, a lot of times people will plan for their vacation, and they'll spend more time planning for a vacation than they do planning for their own retirement. It's the same thing when they get Social Security. They work for 40 years to get Social Security, and you know what? They will go in and they will just pick randomly what age they're going to take Social Security without really doing any of their homework. So when it comes to retirement, there's a lot of homework that needs to be considered. You have to look at your, what the taxes are going to be. You have to look at your expenses. Are your bills paid off? Is it too soon to retire? People come in and saying, hey, when can I retire? Can I retire now? And what I want to do is I want to look at their expenses. I want to look at their income they have coming in. I want to look at what money we're going to use now to get them to Social Security, and then from Social Security to get them through really the rest of their life. So putting a plan together is not easy. It takes some time. But again, you spend a lot of time planning for those trips. You're going to be retired a lot longer than you would be planning for those trips. So give us a call to see if we can put a plan together for you. And it's not that hard. Look, we want to definitely make sure you have your will set up. Do you have a will? Do you need a trust? Do you have durable power of attorney? These are all things when it comes to retiring, you have to look at everything. It's not just about investments. Some people will ask me about their home. Should I sell our home? This home's too big. How about my home up north? Right now, real estate's doing fantastic. Real estate's a great investment. But is it always going to be like this? Is it, people ask, are we at a bubble? Who knows? I don't think we're at a bubble. I think people want to move here in Southwest Florida. I think we're going to be, even if a recession happens, we probably won't even feel a recession here in Southwest Florida. But when it comes to retiring, you have to have a plan that you're comfortable with, and it takes time to put that plan together for you. But the first thing to do is give us a call and say, okay, I'm ready to see what you'll do for us to get me to and through retirement. That's the first step. Give us a call and make it happen.
You are watching Saving the Investor, where your money matters.
If you're concerned about creating your dream retirement, I've got just the book for you. Unlike most books on investing, it doesn't require a big investment of your time. It's not filled with financial jargon and difficult to understand explanations. It's an easy read, filled with valuable insights. So valuable, in fact, that anyone who is soon to be or already is retired should have a copy on their shelf. And today it can be yours at absolutely no cost. It's called Making Waves in Retirement, written by Alfie Townsend, Southwest Florida's certified financial planner professional, radio show host, and TV personality. Making Waves in Retirement breaks down the insights that Alfie has gained in his 4 decades helping people just like you plan for retirement. Real stories about real people, illustrating what they've done wrong and what they've done right. Strategies to help retirees and those soon to be retired make the right decisions and avoid costly mistakes. So if you've saved for retirement, this is the book for you. Get your complimentary copy today simply by being one of the first 5 callers. The number to dial is 239-747-1080. That's 239-747-1080. No strings attached. So if you're interested in living your dream retirement, you've got nothing to lose and quite possibly much to gain.
Ready to live your retirement dreams? Then it's time to meet Alfie, Southwest Florida's certified financial planner. Schedule your complimentary retirement income plan review now. Give Alfie a call, 239-747-1080. You've got questions, and Alfie has the answers that will keep you on the retirement fairway.
Longevity runs in my family. Does it make sense for me to look into long-term care insurance?
People are definitely living longer these days. In a financial plan, a comprehensive financial plan, we're going to look at long-term care. There's some hybrid plans out there. That means that you can, they're going to double if you have to go into a nursing home, where they're going to pay extra up to a certain dollar amount. But these are some things that you really need to look at, because again, if you have longevity in your life, the chances of one of you, if you're married, going in a nursing home is very high, unfortunately. Now, this is saying that you're living into your 80s and 90s, and that's what people are living right now, long. So these are things that you want to consider. Now, if you have a lot of money, you can almost self-insure yourself, but there are better ways to do it. We can show you different options here at the Advanced Retirement Group.
I've had the same advisor since I started investing. Is it a good idea to get a second opinion? And if so, what would that involve?
It's always good to get a second opinion. I had one for my back when I was going to have back surgery a few years ago. I have a world-renowned orthopedic surgeon. He looked at my MRI. He told me what to expect. I went to the doctor, and sure enough, what he told me to expect happened. So I knew I had the right doctor. So when you're looking for a second opinion, you want to make sure that they're doing things different than what you currently are, and you want to see what your fees are. You just want to see what's going on inside your portfolio. And a lot of times we find out that clients that come in have outgrown their advisor. They're not talking about taxes. They're not talking about where to take the income from. They're not talking about income planning. So you want to make sure you're dealing with someone that understands holistic planning, opposed to just product pushing or just one segment of your retirement. So give us a call to see if we can help you out.
Fortunately, I inherit a fair sum from my parents' estate. I want to use some of that money, but at the same time, I'd like to be in a position so my kids will inherit some money too. What's the best way to go about that?
So it's funny that you say you inherited money and you want your kids to inherit money too. I'm going to give you an example of an actual client. He inherited a large sum of money, but he wanted to spend some of that money, him and his wife, but he also wanted to make sure that his children, there was 3 of them, that they would inherit money too. So I said, how much do you want them to inherit? He said $500,000 each. So what we did is this. We did a life insurance policy for $1.5 million, and we're going to pay that money out of his inheritance, some of it, not all of it, of course, over 5 years. So we're going to pay that money over 5 years, and the kids are guaranteed to have $500,000 each, 100% tax-free. So he loves that because now he knows he has this other money that him and his wife can go on cruises, they can spend it, and whatever's left, the kids are going to inherit it too, but they can spend with confidence. That's what I like. I want my clients to be able to spend with confidence and have that abundance thinking opposed to the scarcity mode. They have the abundance mode, and that's a great way to doing it if you're looking for a legacy to pass on to your kids and still have money to spend.
Ready to live your retirement dreams? Then it's time to meet Alfie, Southwest Florida's certified financial planner. Schedule your complimentary retirement income plan review now. Give Alfie a call, 239-747-1080. You are watching Saving the Investor, where your money matters.
When you're nearing retirement, it's important that your plan includes the proper steps to make an efficient and effective transition. There's a lot to consider. Will your income plan meet your lifestyle? How should you reallocate your assets? Is your withdrawal plan tax efficient? Practice does make perfect, but you only retire once. So how do you know you're making the right decisions and avoiding costly mistakes? Well, it's simple. Call Alfie Townsend, Southwest Florida's certified financial planner professional. Alfie has more than 30 years of experience helping people just like you transition into retirement. So be one of the first 5 callers and get your complimentary retirement transition review. Call 239-747-1080. There is no cost and no strings attached. So call now, 239-747-1080. Your retirement transition review includes key deadline schedules, asset reallocation guidance, income plan analysis, and tax-efficient withdrawal strategies. Again, be one of the first 5 callers now, and this review is yours at no cost. Call 239-747-1080. You only retire once, so let's get this right. Call Alfie now.
Welcome to another segment of Team Talk. I'm Mary Thompson with Alfie Townsend, founder and president of Advantage Retirement Group. And Alfie, I love your new book. It's Making Waves in Retirement.
Yeah.
And oftentimes we talk about how the stock market is, with all the volatility, it's like a sudden storm that swells up and catches you off guard. And there's nothing better than having a team in place to get you to your goal. And you have a story where you talk about that.
It wasn't too long ago where my son, he had a couple of his buddies out on our boat, and I get a call from him, a text. It was really a text, and it was a storm that covered almost the whole state of Florida. It seemed like it was just, and it brewed fast. He was eating dinner, and he was going to take the boat back to the house, and there was no way. The lightning came, the winds came, and it was hours and hours he would have had to stay there. So thank goodness he was at the dock at this restaurant. So I told him, tie it up there and I'll come pick you up. And that's what happened, and we picked it up the next day. But if he wasn't there, he would have been stuck in the storm. Now he learned since then to always watch your radar, always see what's going on around you. And because it was a beautiful day, so he didn't think anything was brewing out there, but it was brewing. And that's the thing right now, the market is brewing. And you don't know if it's gonna go down, it's gonna go up, it's gonna be okay in the long run, but there's a support team, I always say, is the best team to have. And that's what we do here at the Advantage Retirement Group. We will put a plan together for you. We will get you through the storms so you can reach your ultimate goal, which is retirement. Mm-hmm. And that's what people want. They want to retire and not worry about, am I going to have enough? And we have all the software to let you know if you're going to have enough, if you need to be working, and if you should be retired, or if you are retired, don't take more than this amount, or you'll have plenty of money left over. You can do what you want to do when you want to do it and not worry about it. But a lot of times I think why they make these sudden changes, when the market starts to act up, they start, do I need to go back to work? Do I need to sell our house? Do I need to do that? You don't want, if you have a plan in place, I think the people that do that are the ones that do not have a solid foundation. And the foundation is your team.
Yeah.
working for you and your team putting that plan together with your guidance and your help, with your needs, because everybody has different needs, and every plan that we have here is a custom plan to our clients. It's not just one fits all. It's everyone has their own situation.
Absolutely. And you're also rebalancing people's portfolio. So as a storm is brewing, you know what to do to help get them to and through retirement.
And they're making changes, actively managed. So they're making changes in the accounts. They're not just sitting hoping. They're making changes. So this is a great time to make sure that your plan is going to get you to and through retirement, and the retirement simulator will help that and let them know what's going on inside their portfolio, not just with your fees and with your, if you have international stock, if you have too much bonds, it will let you know what you're holding in there and how it's going to affect your future.
Absolutely. So, and getting people to and through retirement. Well, if you'd like to make sure that you have the proper team in place to get you to your goals, give us a call.
You are watching Saving the Investor, where your money matters.
You have a club for every scenario, a driver for the long holes, wedges to get over the hazards, and a putter when you need a touch of finesse. And you'll need plenty of these too. What about your retirement? Will you have enough to play the back nine? Find out today. Schedule your complimentary retirement income plan review with Alfie Townsend, Southwest Florida's certified financial planner. Call 239-747-1080.
Is it just me, or is it you also? These gold commercials, you see them all the time, you hear them on the radio, and it's mostly about how to fight inflation. But you know what? Gold is the worst thing to fight inflation. If you think about it, let's go back to 2021. Okay, 2021, we had the highest inflation in 30 years, and gold started in January at about 1800, it ended around 1800. So it didn't do anything during the highest peak of inflation in 30 years. But better yet, I'm going to give you another reason. I was fortunate enough to be a speaker at this event in Chicago with Jeremy Siegel, and he's a Professor Jeremy Siegel. He's a very sought after professor and very well versed in really economics. And he did his own chart, and this is what you're looking at right now. In 1802 all the way to 2010, he did this chart, how gold, and this was a chart if you would have put $1 in the stock market, or $1 in bonds, and $1 in T-bills, or $1 worth of gold. Okay, and what it did, you can see what gold did. I think it says $4.55 it was worth after 1802 all the way to 2010, and that was taking in consideration inflation. So that obviously you see what did the best. It's the equities, and that's the stock market. And that's what I tell people. Stock market is one of the best ways to fight inflation, and we are in inflationary times right now. So if you want to look at your portfolio, make sure it's going to fight inflation, give us a call and we'll see if you're in the right spot.
Tax hikes could have a dramatic impact on you and your family. Certified financial planner professional Alfie Townsend has a tool to help. It's called Tax Map. It's designed to ease the impact of what likely will be the biggest tax hike in nearly 30 years. Alfie's Tax Map can help you lower your tax bracket, protect your money when taxes rise, and create tax-free income. High net worth investors employ Alfie's Tax Map strategies to protect their savings and preserve their legacy. And if you're one of the first 9 callers right now, you can too. Call 239-747-1080. That's 239-747-1080. This complimentary tax map is only available to the first 9 callers right now. So don't wait. Again, that's 239-747-1080. The time to reduce future taxes and create tax-free income is right now. Call and ask for Alfie's Tax Map. Call 239-747-1080.
You are watching Saving the Investor, where your money matters.
Retirement gives you long-awaited opportunities. You finally gain control over how you spend your time. But you also need control of your investments, of your hard-earned money. There are a lot of moving parts, and just saving over the years is the first part. What about generating income, your Social Security, minimizing taxes, or managing risk? If you save for retirement, call us at 239-747-1080. Retirement can last more than 20 years, yet many people don't have enough money saved to get through 1 decade, let alone 2. Call us at 239-747-1080. Let us show you how to make your nest egg go the distance. That's 239-747-1080.
At Mark Lauren Designs, we love what we do. We have a passion for the handcrafted nature of our industry. Many jewelry stores, they don't make jewelry anymore. What they do is they order it out of a catalog and they sell it as custom, whereas we actually start from scratch. The pieces that we design for our customers, each is unique. Each says, I love you in a different, unique way. They're just individual, one-of-a-kind works of art. And that's one of the things that makes it exciting and fun for us.
Remember the Wall Street bailouts? Those same big banks and financial firms have been fined billions for misleading customers. And now they want to manage your retirement savings. Why would you trust them? I'm Alfie Townsend, Southwest Florida's certified financial planner professional. My values are Main Street, not Wall Street. As an independent advisor, I don't work for shareholders, I work for you. If you want a fresh start with a local advisor, give me a call today.
Mondo Uomo offers a remarkable selection of the latest styles in menswear. Visit Mondo Uomo at the Village on Venetian Bay in Naples, Alberto, Bugacci, St. Croix, Zanella. Come see what remarkable shopping is all about.
As we all know, the economic landscape is in flux. Have you been questioning how the current market conditions might impact your long-term financial plan? Are you concerned about the potential negative effects of taking income from your portfolio during a down market? Well, a lot of people over the age of 50 are uncertain if they're still on course to meet their financial goals. If you are one of these people, then now is a great time to determine if your retirement plan needs to be adjusted to better meet your retirement goals. This is where Alfie's Retirement Simulator Review can help. It takes a deep dive into your portfolio to find out what's really going on, putting your financial plan through a stress test to identify any weaknesses that need to be addressed. What we show you may well surprise you, and what you find out may save you big time. And if you're one of the first 9 callers today, you can receive Alfie's Retirement Simulator Review at no charge with no obligation. Simply call Alfie now at 239-747-1080. That's 239-747-1080. What you learn could end up adding more to your retirement than you ever imagined. Call Alfie now at 239-747-1080.